Welcome back to Baron's Fallout New Vegas Heavy Energy Weapon Guides. And this time we're going to be talking about a full weapon system, not just a weapon. Aimed using a toy gun you buy off a kid, the Euclid C-Finder is actually just the targeter for a weapon system called Archimedes II. The Archimedes II system is controlled by the Helios 1 facility and requires the rerouting of power to that satellite station. The Helios 1 station provides an alternative to the Hoover Dam for power in the Mojave and is a key location that the Brotherhood fought and died for. Eventually the NCR gained control but lacked the ability to use the power of the Archimedes system. The process of how power is transferred from the ground to the satellite is anyone's guess, but it might just be to the targeters located at the facility that provide the other legs of the triangulation. Suffice to say, it only works if you change the power routing to the system, which does prevent some goodwill being gained by those that would use Helios 1 for good. Luckily, the courier can be short-sighted and use the Archimedes project for their own personal use, or really anyone that has the Euclid C-Finder, although it does only work in the courier's hands. The gun itself is based on retro alien blaster looks. Much like the alien blaster itself, it has fins and bright colors that set it apart from other weapons. It is a heavy monster, and most of that weight must be dedicated to a high-powered transmitter, which is all but magic to the Fallout universe. Besides simple radio waves, the ability of man-portable devices to both receive and transmit is limited to bulky machines and stations, hence the ranger stations and the need to control several main transmitters in the New Vegas area. From Black Mountain to Camp Golf, they are all very important. So this weapon is more a technological marvel than anything else. Now the laser firing system itself is equally interesting. It takes a day to charge, or more specifically every day you receive a charge for the weapon, but if you use glitches or cheats to give you more ammo, it can be fired as much as you want. The normal one-day mechanic is meant to represent the satellite in space that houses the Archimedes II weapon, take time to refill its capacitors with solar energy. Now once the weapon is loaded with the charge, the weapon is ready to fire, and then after a 5-second delay, a beam from space will come down to the painted target. Although it is the subject of numerous bugs, the Euclid C-Finder works fine in moderation. The laser it calls down deals moderate blast damage in a moderate area, and is able to satisfy Veronica's quest if done after that lucky old sun. Obviously, that lucky old sun has to be completed with charge being put to the Archimedes II system. Now, how the space laser itself works is just like a normal laser, but with extreme collimation of the beam and enough power to punch through the atmosphere, where, while it is improbable, some might want to know that it does not violate the Outer Space Treaty if they even signed it in the Fallout universe, as lasers are not considered weapons of mass destruction no matter how big they are. Not that Poseidon Energy, the creators of the Archimedes project and Helios 1, really would have cared all that much. And although there is more to Poseidon Energy than most companies in the lore, there's not really enough time to get into it, and a lot of it is sadly muddled by Fallout 76. Now, as a final note, the Euclid C-Finder has a lot in common with the Fallout 2 unique, the Solar Scorcher, an absurdly powerful laser pistol that is powered by sunlight. Now, damage-wise, it doesn't really live up to the hype as a space laser should, dealing only 150 explosive damage around the beam and a lot of residual fire damage for some time afterwards. The Euclid C-Finder and Archimedes II have very little solid to go on. The weapon itself only holds one shot. A shot can be fired every 5 seconds, and it's reloaded in 2.3 seconds. In normal gameplay without using exploits, there is only one shot in your inventory at any one time, so there is no DPS. It also cannot be used in VATS, so there is no VATS efficiency, and there are no iron sights because it looks like a toy gun. And thus you're better off using the giant 3 targeting lasers that come down from space instead of looking down the fin. It should be noted that due to the weapon calling down the effect, it has no critical damage, but it for some reason has the second highest crit chance of any normally acquired weapon, at a staggering 50 times, making a Luck 2 courier always crit for 0 damage. Now sneak crits are also possible with this gun, but it is hard to tell if it doubles the damage of the beam or if it's the same 0 damage. Additionally, as the weapon calls down a laser from space, it can only really be used outside, so for all those that like to explore vaults or caves, sadly is useless. Now, despite its small size and one-handed grip, the Euclid Seafinder is one of the heaviest weapons in the game at 15 weight. But somehow, it only requires 1 strength and 0 energy weapons. The weight could have been a mistake at 1.5 instead of 15, but it's never been commented on or fixed. So if you really need an explosive orbital bombardment from above, as an energy weapon guy, or not, you can at least have some fun with the weapon. And now, how much to get this unique puppy? Well, for 1,000 caps, if you don't have 45 barter by the time you go to Freeside, or 20 caps if you do have that barter, you get this rust green thing that uses a strange ammo type which you probably won't know by the time you get it. Now it is possible to get 2 or more, and with Jury Rig you can repair a Euclid Seafinder with other energy pistols. But it would take nearly 11 years of in-game time to break this weapon, as it has a durability of 3,995 shots. And given it has no other alternative ammo and needs to wait 24 hours between each shot, it really is a novelty. Now, being a unique, it can only be gotten in that one place, and it's the aforementioned Freeside, where you can buy it from a kid named Max. Or you can wait until he sleeps and pickpocket it from him. Either way, you get the Euclid rangefinder, but still need to do a whole quest for that lucky old son to activate it. As said before, it can also be used for I Could Make You Care, Veronica's very buggy companion quest. Now I know this video is very short, and there isn't much about this weapon. It is a fun starter to a battle. From a sneaking position, one can rain precise destruction onto one's enemy, and each day you can enjoy that experience over and over again. But after that, it's not too exciting. With the ammo switching glitch, which you can see in a lot of challenge videos that try to use this weapon, you can use any ammo in the Euclid Seafinder, allowing its constant use, which can make it glitch very badly. Now, this will make it more useful, but overall the weapon is more of a piece of lore and history, as well as playing substantially into Veronica's quest and the story of the Brotherhood. Like the pulse gun, there's not a real use for it in most places, but it is fun, and with heavyweight, it might be useful in a playthrough more than a few times. Now, thank you for watching, and as an added note, I wanted to say that there will be one more Gunrunner video out, and then there will be 2 special videos that will not follow the usual format. I do hope you guys will enjoy these videos, and I hope I can put forth the effort that they deserve. Now, that being said, they are experimental, so if you like them and you want more of them, you can tell me, but if you don't like them and don't want to see them ever again, you can also comment that whenever they come out.